Hey, no một ria.
Setup is completely different. You probably missed my announcement video last week. No worries, I will summarize it for you. Number 1, I am now a full-time YouTuber, so the upload schedule is going to change a bit. Number 2, I've started posting to my second channel, formerly named JMikeyG, now named Michael Growth again, so if you want to see some non-Pokemon content from me, there you go. Number 3, I started live streaming on Twitch, twitch.tv/MandJ TV, so if you want to see some live content from me, you should do that. Number 4, I've launched a Patreon, so if you would like to support me on a month-by-month basis and earn some cool monthly perks, you can do that. And number 5, I am giving away a Nintendo Switch. Links to all of those things are down in the description below if you are interested, which you totally should be. But anyways, welcome everyone to my first top 10 as a full-time YouTuber. Top 10s are going to be a lot more frequent now that this is my job, so I hope you're excited. I definitely am. And since this is my first top 10 of the full-time YouTuber life, I thought it would be fitting for it to be the start of a brand new top 10 mini-series I'm going to be doing, where I count down my top 10 favorite Pokemon from every generation, starting with the original 151 of Kanto. There weren't any Kanto Pokemon in my updated top 10 favorite Pokemon list, so this should be a totally new cast of characters for me to talk about. Well, at least since my top Pokemon of every type video, but things have changed a bit since then. So be sure to leave a like on the video, comment below some of your favorite Kanto Pokemon, and subscribe if you haven't already. And without further ado, here are my top 10 favorite Kanto Pokemon. Number 10. Gyarados. If you've been paying attention to my video backgrounds for a while, you may have guessed that I liked Gyarados. If you did guess that, nice work. You're very astute. But even though you may know I like Gyarados, I've never really discussed why.
Mơ miên á.
Miên tao mùi.
Phật tao mùi.
So, now I will. I think Gyarados is super cool, but not only do I think it looks awesome, I think it has one of the best stories, I guess you could call it. I love the idea that Gyarados starts out as one of the weakest Pokemon in existence, but if a dedicated trainer's willing to it'll transform into a raging, terrifying sea monster that can destroy a town. To me, it seems like anyone who has a Gyarados is someone to be respected. I like that about it. Number 9. Blastoise.
Chắc bằng cái áo
Sephiroth
biếm
was
năng
the
á. Này,
first Pokemon I ever played through a game
Thật
with,
con năng á.
but Blastoise
Này,
was the second.
con này,
When
này
Leaf
nó
Green
biếm.
came out, I started off with a Squirtle that I
Này.
aptly named Squirt, and I trained it up to
Cái
a
su xì ai mấy
powerful
nè nè.
Blastoise. I beat pretty much the entire game with it, since I
Được
didn't
cùng
really
mình
have
lực
the
nó ngọt
concept of a
thiệt.
team at this point.
Hãy nè
And so
chăng.
because of that, I will always have a bit of nostalgic attachment to Blastoise. And of course, as many people agree, it looks awesome. It has freaking cannons coming out of its turtle shell. Definitely one of the most creative designs out there. Number 8, Aerodactyl. Not only does Aerodactyl have one of the coolest Pokemon names in existence, it's also probably my favorite prehistoric Pokemon. It might also be Archeops, but I tend to lean towards Aerodactyl a bit more, since Aerodactyl doesn't have one of the dumbest abilities ever created. Like Gyarados, I like Aerodactyl because of just how fearsome it looks. It looks like one of the most terrifying and ferocious apex predators of dinosaur times, but it can also fly. Could you imagine hearing this thing screech and then just seeing its wings cover up the sun? Talk about blood-chilling. And of course, super awesome if you don't have to actually experience it. Number 7, Rhydon. I have always thought Rhydon was an excellently designed Pokemon. I think it just captures the spirit of Pokemon well. When I say that, I don't mean like what Lampent does, where it literally steals people's spirits. I mean that Rhydon looks like what a Pokemon should. A monster, but not a monster you would want to kill. Rather a monster that you would want fighting by your side. I haven't used Rhydon a whole lot, but there are 3 instances of Rhydon that have made me really like it a lot. The first is that I used a Rhydon in my first ever playthrough of Gen 1, which was Yellow on the Virtual Console last year, and he was excellent in pretty much every battle. The second was that in Pokemon Go, I had a Rhyhorn as my buddy Pokemon for months. My walking and patience finally paid off though, and now it's a Rhydon that's one of my strongest Pokemon. And the third was that I found a shiny Rhydon all the way back in Gen 4 using the Poke Radar, that I still have by the way. Rhydon is just a really awesome Pokemon, and I think the fact that it was the first Pokemon ever designed was an excellent omen for the rest of the franchise. Number 6, Bulbasaur. There's a running gag on the internet that Bulbasaur is the worst of the Kanto starters, and while its battling capabilities do tend to be inferior to the other 2, at least prior to Mega Evolving from what I've experienced, I still really like it. I think Bulbasaur is super cute and really well designed, and I love how it shoots its solar beam from the bulb on its back. That's super creative. I also admittedly have grown more attached to Bulbasaur because of my Pokemon Talk series. I think the series is a pretty big hit and really fun for me to make, and bringing the perpetually annoyed but good-hearted character of Bulbasaur to life is something I thoroughly enjoy doing. Number 5, Scyther! Sorry, I couldn't resist doing that. There are only a couple bug-type Pokemon that I really like, and Scyther is definitely one of them. I think a big contributor to my liking of it over most other bug Pokemon is the fact that its face looks reptilian. And as I've discussed before on this channel, I like reptilian Pokemon a lot. And similarly to other Pokemon on this list, Scyther looks totally fierce. Its body gives the impression that it was designed solely for combat, and having its arms end in giant blades is such a cool design decision. They may not be very useful for anything except combat, but that doesn't change the fact that it looks awesome. Also, it was super cool in Pokemon Origins. Number 4, Nidoking. I feel similarly towards Nidoking as I do toward Rhydon. I think it is an excellent example of Pokemon design. Turning a normally small and feeble creature like the mouse into a spiky, ripped monster is just the perfect example of Pokemon evolution. And it just looks freaking awesome, and its cry is epic.